Hello and welcome. I'm Jon Garlick and I'm here with Lieutenant Ronnie Murray, and this is Calhoun County's Most Wanted. Ronnie!
Uncle John, good to see you again.
Good to see you. So you guys have been busy this last week. Let's take a look at the count. Ooh, 4 people. What's the total there, Ronnie?
We're now at 5,147. We can't do this without them.
No,
We need
I mean,
help.
that's the people of Calhoun County have always pitched in every week. We've never had a week where somebody wasn't arrested, and keep those deputies busy. Speaking about being busy, it's a busy time of year. A lot of
Christmas time.
Christmas time, my favorite time of year.
You're going to sing Jingle Bells for me again?
I'll come to your house and sing Jingle Bells when Santa comes down the chimney.
It's not as fun.
It's not. So we're having a problem with packages.
Yeah, just want to remind everybody, whenever you're getting all these Amazon orders coming in, make sure that you have someone, a neighbor, somebody that can pick them up and put them in your house or in a garage, secure them. We don't want people taking them off the porches. And also, after Christmas, don't forget, don't just leave your trash out for everybody to see what you got. Make sure you hide it, burn it, throw it away, do something with it.
That's right. Nobody needs to know you got that big 60-inch new TV in there.
In your case, an 85-inch.
Yeah, okay, fine. All right. Yeah, I wish. All right. Well, we're going to be back with the first half of the lineup and a really important guest here on Calhoun County's Most Wanted. Welcome to this week's edition of Calhoun County's Most Wanted. The first half of our lineup brought to you by For Him Bail Bonding. For Him Bail Bonding, their phone number 256-848-7590. First up in this half of the lineup, Austin Jones. Mr. Jones, last known to be living in Atala. He's wanted on a probation violation for theft of property first. And meet Anastasia Ross. Miss Ross, last known to be living in Anniston. She's wanted for failure to appear on possession of a controlled substance. And this is Casey Kidd. Miss Kidd, last known to be living in Bowden, Georgia. She's wanted for failure to appear on possession of a forged instrument. And this is Leon Goffney. Mr. Goffney, last known to be living in Sicklerville, New Jersey, a Yankee. Last known wanted for failure to appear on burglary third. And meet Tanya Green. Miss Green, last known to be living in Anniston. She's wanted for failure to appear on theft of property third, breaking and entering a vehicle, and interfering with custody of a minor. And this is Charles Staples. Mr. Staples, last known to be living in Anniston. He's wanted for failure to appear on possession of marijuana first. And meet Brittany Shield. Miss Shield, last known to be living in Lincoln. She's wanted on a probation violation for theft of property first. And take a look at Patricia Burrows. Miss Burrows, last known to be living in Anniston. She's wanted for a probation violation on possession of a forged instrument second. And this is the end of our first half of the lineup. If you know anything about these cases, please call Crime Stoppers. That number 1-833-251-7867. Stay tuned for the second half later in the show. Welcome back. We hope you saw somebody in that half of the lineup. You might know where they are. If you do, call Ronnie Murray. You call, he hauls. We are here with Miss Quiera Lois Lane.
Just gonna give me a middle name.
Yeah. I'm just going to give you a new name. Simone is pretty.
Thank you.
But Lois just makes it sound like, I mean, you're sitting next to Superman, so I mean, you got to be Lois Lane. Quiera, you are with the Agency for Substance Abuse and Prevention, yeah?
Yes.
So you were on the show like a year ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's remind our viewers just who you really are.
Well, I graduated from Oxford High School. After graduating, I went to Austin Peay State University in Clarksville, Tennessee to get my bachelor's in public health. I interned with ASAP in 2019, and I really enjoyed what they were doing in the community. So I came back last year, and I've been there over a year now as a prevention specialist.
Wow. And you know, Ronnie, ASAP, way before your time, back like 20 years ago, ASAP was in a little closet in one of the housing centers in Anniston.
Yeah.
And all they had was a rack of brochures. And
I actually
now,
work close with them now.
Yeah, and now, how many employees?
I have 11 employees.
11 full-time employees. Full-time employees.
I send them a report monthly.
Do you?
Overdoses in the county. I do.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
So how many overdoses did we have last month?
4.
Really?
Yes.
That's 4 too many.
Only one death. So we're getting EMS and law enforcement as well are getting better with the Narcan. We're able to save some lives. So we had a deputy save a life last night on an overdose call.
Really? Awesome. Narcan's very helpful. So, Quiera, you're also a mother of a small elementary school
Yes,
child.
a 7-year-old.
A 7-year-old, and the wife of a veteran.
Awesome.
Ronnie was a veteran.
Yes.
They kicked him out.
No, they did not.
No, they didn't. Ronnie's a sure enough hero. Happy to have him on the show. So, Quiera, tell us what's going on at ASAP right now.
So recently we did a commercial that we partnered with CBS, and it's based off
CBS, like the TV CBS?
Yes.
Ronnie, what's AB? Okay, never mind. Go ahead. So you partnered with CBS.
Yes, to do a commercial based off our comic book, The ASAP Prevenger. It gives the community and people statewide to see her in live action, defeating the substance misuse villains that we talk about in the comic book.
So we have that commercial, right?
Yes.
Okay, MJ, let's roll the commercial.
When the ASAP Prevenger is near, drugs run in fear.
Quiera. So
That was
who's
really
the
good.
Prevenger?
Me.
You
I
did all
played the
that?
Prevenger, yes.
Can I get your autograph after this, please?
Yes, you can get my autograph.
And CBS produced that for you guys?
That's awesome.
It was very fun, and we used Jacksonville State University stadium, so we really appreciate them for that. It was really fun to do. Jacksonville High School came out and support. That's who you see in the audience.
Okay.
And some of my coworkers
That's
and
really
their
cool.
family members are also in the commercial.
That's okay. So how long did it take to get that commercial? That's a 30-second spot.
Oh.
How many takes did you do?
I did a couple. I was working hard out there. But it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Well, that's fantastic. So we see what the Prevenger was doing. Why don't you give us a little background on where the Prevenger came from and what's going on with that?
Yeah, so the ASAP Prevenger is our superhero. She's a superhero in a city called Preventionville, where she battled like substance misuse villains. We have the Vaponator, who represents vapes, Icky Nicky, who represents cigarettes. We have Split Dose, who represents prescription drug misuse. And we also have Lil Boozy, that represents alcohol. And then we introduced a new character, Mary Jane, in the commercial. So,
Little
You
Boozy.
flat back, Mary Jane.
yeah.
Yeah, you boom. Jeez. Now, Little Boozy, we had him in jail. I just know we had a guy named Little Boozy.
We did. And Mary Jane.
And Mary Jane,
Yeah.
definitely Mary Jane. Oh my goodness, that's really cool. Now, does the Prevenger go around to schools then? And
Well, right now I'm getting comic books out to the Calhoun County elementary schools. We had Alabama Power and Oxford City Council that helped fund us some comic books, so that's what I've been doing lately. But I haven't dressed up.
why not?
I don't know.
Quick question: is this costume going to be available online for Halloween, or?
That would be great.
You probably can find it.
You
on
could
there.
dress up as the Prevenger. You could. You have to get like an extra large for Ronnie.
A 2X?
So, are you still over the SROs, Ronnie?
I am not. I am the lieutenant over patrol and special operations.
Okay, so the SROs are school resource officers.
Lieutenant Hurst. He does a
Okay,
good job.
Fallon. So have you talked to Fallon about going to Calhoun County schools?
Yes, we was recently approved by the Board of Education last week, so I took some comic books last week to the Calhoun County schools.
That's really good.
You should give some comic books to Ronnie to put on patrol so the deputies can go. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, I would love to
Reach
do it
out.
actually. Yeah.
That would be
I'll
awesome.
give you my card. We can do that.
Okay.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so what else is going on at ASAP?
So right now we have our DREAM program that the ladies are running. DREAM stands for Determined, Redirected, Educated, Aspire, and Motivated. It was funded by the Alabama Department of Mental Health Juvenile Justice Initiative grant, and it allows us to go to Anniston City Jail and also Coosa Valley Attention Home to just educate the ladies on substance misuse, life skills, and we also have people from other agencies come and talk about various topics, and it's been going really good. We're really enjoying it.
So you're going into the jails for women then?
Yes,
Okay.
so go to the Anniston City Jail, and then we also talk to the Coosa Valley Attention Home young ladies.
To clarify, the Anniston City Jail is run by the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office.
And we do such a good job.
Yeah.
We do. We have some really good people there.
It's a nice facility. But
Yeah,
Would
it
you?
is.
Do you guys each year I try to go to a couple of county schools and do some speaking. Basically substance abuse prevention, drinking after prom and before prom and everything. Would that be something you guys would be interested in?
Well, see, we actually have three of my coworkers go into the Calhoun County schools and talk about substance misuse to the students now.
That's awesome.
So you guys should partner up and do it together and make it a bigger thing. Can it be a bigger thing?
Hey,
Do you go with them as the prevenger?
No, I haven't been with them.
You need to do that. You need to go as the prevenger. You need to do a ride-along.
I just became the
As the prevenger.
You need to do a ride-along as the prevenger.
I can make that happen.
Ronnie can make that happen.
Yep.
That would be fun.
Okay.
All right, well, we're going to have some more fun when we get back. We're going to take a little break. We got the second half of the lineup, and stay with us here on Calhoun County's Most Wanted. Welcome to the second half of our lineup. This half brought to you by A1 Freedom Bail Bonding. A1 Freedom Bail Bonding, their phone number 256-236-7888. First up in this half, Shakori Cross. Mr. Cross, last known to be living in Anniston. He's wanted for failure to appear on possession of marijuana first. And meet Camilio Bryant. Mr. Bryant, last known to be living in Oxford. He's wanted on a probation violation for distribution of a controlled substance. And this is Larry Moore. Mr. Moore, last known to be living in Ohatchee, he's wanted for failure to appear on possession of a controlled substance. And that's it for our lineup this week. If you have any information on these cases, please give Crime Stoppers a call. That number 1-833-251-7867. Welcome back. We hope you saw somebody in that half of the lineup. If you know where they are, you call Lieutenant Ronnie Murray. You call, he hauls, and he might haul you away with our Prevenger from ASAP. We've already worked this out. The Prevenger's going to, do some ride-alongs, make some arrests. It's going to be a real superhero. Yeah. That, oh my goodness. And you see, you guys go to the schools, and that's just awesome. So, whose idea was the Prevenger?
So we had an intern last year. Her name was Destiny Elston. She came up with the comic book idea and the ASAP Prevenger. But she went back to school, unfortunately. So when I came last year, I picked up on where she left off, and then it's just been rolling ever since. It's
kind of like the Princess Bride, or the pirate, Dread Pirate Robert. They have a successor.
Yeah.
You didn't watch the Princess Bride,
I love
did
the Princess Bride. It had Andre the Giant in it.
Yes, it did have Andre the Giant.
Inconceivable.
But, okay, so we got the Prevenger going on at ASAP. ASAP's grown from a closet to a huge office with 11 employees, statewide influence, right? And working with CBS to do commercials.
It's going good. Last time we checked, we had reached over 600,000 people, and it's still growing. So
600,000 people?
Yes, with the commercial.
Really?
Yes.
Where are you playing that commercial?
Well, it's playing after the football games. It played after the Iron Bowl, a couple other games. So
it played after the Iron Bowl?
Well, a lot of people saw it then. Well, except for the Auburn people.
I watched the Iron Bowl. Maybe I did see it. Of course, I wasn't paying attention to the commercials. That's amazing. So it's playing still?
Still playing.
So where's it playing now?
Hopefully, we're in the works trying to get it to play after the Super Bowl, so I'm going to see how that goes.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That is truly amazing. So that's nationwide then?
Yeah. Hopefully it all works out for us.
So are those on CBS affiliates as opposed to the community television network? Is that CBS? Is that where the CBS is doing it with their affiliates, or is it just going out to any? Who does the Super Bowl? CBS? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't watch professional football.
Well, fine.
I'm that guy.
You're that guy.
I'm that guy.
Okay. So, well, that's truly exciting. Sayram has done a great job, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does a great job.
He's so busy we can't ever get him on the show.
Busy man.
Oh my goodness. So all right, that's very exciting. So what else is in the works? Now, you were talking about the dream, so tell us a little bit more about that dream thing.
So our dream program, we're just going to talk to the ladies that's incarcerated and just giving them some encouragement. Like I said, DREAM stands for Determined, Redirected, Educated, Aspiring, Motivated, and that's how we want them to leave from being incarcerated from learning from what we have taught them and what other agencies have came and talked about.
So tell us again what you actually talk about with them.
So we talk about substance misuse, mental health, life skills. We teach them like different work ethics and stuff like that. We have people come from different agencies to talk about different topics. Like today we're at the Anderson City Jail and we're talking about self-esteem. So that's what we're talking about today.
That's fantastic. How many visits do you make?
So we go once a month to each facility.
So every month?
So you're busy.
Wow.
Yes.
And are you tracking to see if this is affecting recidivism?
Yes. So we do surveys. We have surveys that we give out that they fill out for us to let us know, you know, how they're enjoying it, how it's going, ways we can make it better. Other topics that they would like to talk about, you know.
You know, I think it's very important because substance abuse is something that touches every family. Nobody's immune to it. So I thank y'all for what you're doing. And I know Sheriff Wade thanks y'all for what you're doing. So.
Yeah, we really enjoy
Yeah, and they're doing a great job. And you know, substance misuse and mental illness run hand in hand. It almost doesn't matter which came first, because one can lead to the other. And I'm glad you're talking about that in the jails, particularly to the women. The women tend to be, you know, they've been arrested for a charge, but more often than not, unfortunately, they get sucked into that by their men. You know, they don't mean to be.
That's why I don't like men.
Yeah, I don't either. It's terrible. And that goes along with, are you running into, I know we have women that have been trafficked in the jail, unfortunately, you know. Are you running into any of that? Are you keeping track of that?
We actually had a speaker come and speak on that about a couple months ago.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's a tragedy, and you know, I-20 is a big corridor for trafficking.
Well, and you know, a lot of people think state-to-state trafficking, but it happens, you know, locally as well. And it's a big deal everywhere you go. There's a certain type of trafficking going on in each county and every state across this country.
Yeah, it's it's an epidemic. So, well, that's fantastic, and you are tracking the recidivism, so hopefully we'll see a decline.
Yes.
This is similar to, you know, maybe before your time too, we had the STAR program at the county jail.
I came in almost at the tail end of it.
At the tail end of that, we had a 9-month program for men. It was a model test program, and it did fairly well. We did it for like 3 years, and our recidivism was about half of what the national average was within the first 3 years. The trouble with recidivism is that the 3-year average is 67%. So if you're released today, in 3 years, 2/3 of that population will be rearrested. Unfortunately, the 8 to 10-year recidivism rate is like 90%. So there's a huge, it's not, whatever's happening is not working. So jails are not working as corrections. We're not correcting anything. But certainly it's an opportunity for everybody to provide services to folks when they're in jail. They're in one place.
Well, if somebody wants the help, we need to be there to make sure they get the help that they need. Because it's hard, even for me, on the smallest things, I don't ever like to ask for help with anything. You know, it's the man way or whatever. But if somebody's asking for help, I'm glad there's people out there that are, you know, providing resources to help people. That's important.
Quiera, thank you for being on the show. Say hi to Sayram. ASAP is growing like crazy. So thank you. And folks, stay with us. We've got the Crime Stoppers portion of the show and the crazy criminal coming up here on Calhoun County's Most Wanted. And welcome to the Crime Stoppers portion of our show, where we ask your help on the following cases. First up, on November 29th, a 2011 red Hyundai Sonata was hit on the rear fender in front of an apartment complex on Torian Lane in Anniston. And between August 23rd and August 24th, a 2016 Dutchman Coleman Aerolite 27-foot travel trailer was stolen from a parking lot of All About You Salon in Alexandria. And between November 17th and November 22nd, a home on Old Sulphur Springs Road in Jacksonville was burglarized. 2 DeWalt drills, numerous hand tools, a Levi jacket, handmade knives, coin collection, $2 bills, a gold ring, and diamonds were all taken from that home. And that's it for the Crime Stoppers cases. If you have any information on these cases, call Crime Stoppers. That number, 1-833-251-7867.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Ronnie,
Uncle John,
it's crazy criminal time.
there's a lot of them out there.
Oh my goodness. So tell us about this one.
This gentleman decided to break into a house in the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah? Is he on duty? What's he wearing?
You know, I'm really not sure if it's just his Halloween costume when he did it or what, but he fell asleep on the kitchen floor.
Wait, he broke into a house and fell asleep on the kitchen floor?
Broke into a house to steal a bunch of things, fell asleep on the kitchen floor.
Well, you know, burglary is an exhausting occupation.
Well, it makes it easier for us to get to him as well when he's still there.
So you walk in a house and say, hey, dude, time to wake up and go to prison?
You know, I wonder what he thought when he woke up.
If he was wearing that shirt, he'd be like, oh, wow, more of me.
Hey, look, I have backup. Guys, you grab that TV. I'll get this one. I just don't understand people these days.
The sleeping burglar.
He actually looks tired.
You know, he does look tired. He looks a little run down. Wouldn't it have been funny if we could have got the Prevenger to arrest him?
You know, I'm seriously going to I want to find out if they'll let me wear that for Halloween, because I'll wear it, especially public safety night outs and things like that. We really need to get her involved in that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Need to get her involved. The Prevenger would be great to be at all those events.
We have a lot of young kids down there, and it'd be really good for them to come out and explain what it is, so their parents can sweat.
Well, you needed something else to do, and now you've got it.
Yeah, I'm really not going to dress up like the Prevenger.
Well, you could.
No. I dress up like a deputy. I play one on
Oh,
TV. I
is that
play
what
one on
his play on
TV.
TV?
Yeah, I play one on TV.
Well, Ronnie, Sheriff's Office is hiring, so
We're always hiring. We'd love to have you. If you're interested in law enforcement, come on down. It's the best place I've ever worked in my life. So really
great.
family oriented. We really care about you. We'll take care of you there.
it's a great place to work. Law enforcement's a great career, and Calhoun County Sheriff's Office is an awesome place to serve the community.
They won't find a better sheriff than Sheriff Matthew Wade.
They certainly won't. So, Ronnie, thanks for being on the show with us this week. And folks, stay with us for, next week, we're off for the next 2 weeks.
2 weeks, we don't have to be
so
here.
folks, we are off for the next 2 weeks to celebrate the holidays. We'll be back on January 3rd. We hope to see you then, but not in the lineup here on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.